Two very special guests on the ColeOnSports show today. I'd like to welcome Dan and the legendary Owen from the Pat McAfee Show to talk about their experience and the iconic phone call for the first time after a viral interview between myself and Pat McAfee at Radio Row for the Super Bowl went crazy yesterday on social media. So the people are asking, they want to hear from Owen. It's been since June 2022. And after 4 years, we finally have Owen and his father, Dan, to talk about this incredible, incredible phone call that captured the hearts of all the McAfee fans and sports fans across the world. Owen, I want to start the first question with you. Why do you hate Boston Connor?
Well, he was hating on Connecticut, and I wanted to give him a piece of my mind because I like this state.
That's amazing. And Dan, what was a piece of mind that you wanted to give?
I mean, Boston College was always just shitting on Connecticut. Pat's like, "Oh, another phone call from Connecticut or something." Like he knew he was egging them on.
And what were the origins of the call? Did you guys game plan together? Dan, did
No,
you call in and said, Owen, come here. I need you to go and talk shit right now. What
no,
happened?
no. So I would listen to the show on my ride home from work at like 1 o'clock, and it just so happened like it was a half day. It was the end of the year for the kids, so Owen got home from school early, and I was listening to it in the kitchen. And he comes in and goes, "Let me call in. Let me call in." I'm like, "There's no way you're gonna get in. Just fucking do it." So we called, and we actually got through. And Mitt put us on hold, and I'm like, "You could still not get through." And then finally it picked up, and Owen had the phone in his hand.
This wasn't scripted at all.
No,
No.
Owen, where'd you come up with these lines? You sound like a professional up there.
Yeah, I don't know. That was just on my mind. It just came out.
he's always talked like this. Like even when he was like a little kid, 5, 6 years old, he could hold a conversation with an adult all day long. Like he's got a pretty high intellect.
So there's a lot of hysterical parts of that call from start to finish. What is your favorite line in that video, in that clip?
Obviously, the last part, fuck Boston Connor.
And then if you had to give like a second or third one besides the iconic line, what would it be?
I don't know that you're so inspirational, and I love your show. And third one, probably like I love the way you speak about football and stuff.
And then let's talk about the aftermath. So the call happens. You're probably laughing your ass off. You think it's
Yeah.
hysterical. What happens after that? Bring me through the timeline for that next week or even the next day.
Well, I saw like clips of it on TikTok on like the best moments of Pat McAfee. And then I got DM'd a bunch on it and said, "Are you the kid from the video?" And I said, "Yeah." And then we talked a lot. And then I still see some clips on TikTok. And then he sees some clips too.
Did you walk into school the next day and you were the coolest guy in the room?
No, no one watches that stuff in my school.
How about now that you're older? Do people say, oh my God, that was you?
No, nothing.
Dan, what do you think? You think eventually he'll get to that point?
Maybe it happens for me more often. Like the next day at work, I didn't know it was like that huge. And then one of the guys I was working with was like, "Holy shit, this was actually your son." I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "It's fucking blown the hell up." And then like, I would just see it on my reels all the time and shit. It was hysterical. And then like TMZ picked the story up and shit like that. 8-year-old swears on live TV.
So, Owen, when I spoke to Pat and he said in the clip, I don't know where this kid is, but I think he's running a Fortune 500 company right now. Tell the people what Owen is actually doing besides school or what your dreams are.
So I'm trying to like start reselling colognes and stuff because I'm into colognes and stuff. But I just found a vendor. I bought some stuff like JPG. It's coming in the mail soon. If it's real, I'm gonna start buying more stuff and sell it. But other than that, not much.
Owen, would you ever want to work in sports media?
Yeah, 1,000,000%.
1,000,000%. And who is your inspiration? Pat?
Oh yeah, 1,000,000. Of course.
Would you want to do radio or you want to be on TV?
TV.
You should start creating content, man. Damn, we got to get a camera in front of him. We should start getting the reps in right now.
Yeah, I'm not super big on the technology shit, but he's more into it than me.
And then, Owen, do you think that you're the best phone call that Pat's ever gotten before?
Oh yeah. There was no other phone call like mine. I was the best phone call of all time.
And they were even talking about the next day.
Yeah.
And then I saw clips, like I think they went to, so I don't know if it was the Waste Management, that big golf tournament. A bunch of people that had signs because Boston Connor was there, like caddying for him or some shit, and it said "fuck Boston Connor."
So, Boston Connor's in the news right now. His Patriots just got their ass kicked the other
Yeah,
night.
he's a bum.
So, what are your thoughts in the game, Owen?
I'm so happy. He's a bum. Hate him.
Were you hate watching the whole game?
It was a great game.
It was a game. I'm happy that the Seahawks won.
Fuck the Patriots.
I did not want the Patriots to win.
We got
we like the Broncos, and Bo Nix was out, and our backup was throwing fucking flea flickers the whole game. It was the worst game I've ever had. It was so annoying. If Bo Nix was there, we would have won. We would have blown them out.
Owen, what's your hottest football take right now? You're definitely an expert.
Bo Nix is the best quarterback right now in the league. Without his broken ankle, of course.
If Bo Nix was healthy in that game,
He would have
what
won
would
the
have been
Super
the
Bowl.
score?
40-10. They would have won the Super Bowl already.
And what are your
He
thoughts?
couldn't handle their defense, so he wouldn't be able to handle ours.
I was just gonna ask, Owen, what are your thoughts on Drake May?
Don't like him. I mean, he's young and he can't handle defenses of good teams. He could have barely handled ours, and our offense was not good. He barely scored 10 points, and we didn't have an offense.
facts.
Owen, what's your biggest prediction for the next NFL season? Who do you think is gonna be in the Super Bowl next year?
Us. We're going to the Super Bowl. Broncos are winning it.
Hell yeah.
Have you been to a Broncos game before?
No, they actually went to one without me. It was his Christmas present. They went to the Vegas game against the Raiders.
Yeah, my wife surprised me on a Friday, and she, behind my back, bought tickets and seats right behind the Broncos bench. It was so fucking sick.
And they got a cool car. Complete bullshit. I should have been in that game.
Owen, I asked my audience what questions they had for you. So the first one I want to ask is, how many dates are you bringing to your next prom?
I don't know. I'm a short kid, so not many.
Come on, Owen.
Now.
Yeah.
Only one girlfriend.
The other question I have is, do you still tell people you're half age?
No. No, I was trying to sound older than I was.
Well, how old are you now?
I'm 12.
You're 12. Okay. There's a long road ahead, but your sports media career can still start now. And then I want to hear more. I want to talk more football with you, man. Do you play fantasy football? Do you have other favorite players outside the Broncos?
Not really, honestly. Before the Ravens started being horrible, I mean, I like Lamar Jackson because of how easy he was able to slip through the pockets. But that was before we had Bo Nix. I hate Russell Wilson, worst quarterback of all time. He made the Broncos the worst team ever. Cortland Sutton is a really good wide receiver. He's one of my favorite players. If I were to have a jersey, I would have his. When I started liking the Broncos, he was my favorite player. And Pat Surtain is amazing. Best corner in the nation.
If you can pick your top 5 players that you hate the most in the NFL, who would they be?
Russell Wilson, Drake May, our backup.
Steady.
Yeah. Josh Allen, I hate him. Patrick Mahomes. 1,000,000%. He needs to get out of the league now. And Travis Kelce, dude, he needs to get out of the league too.
Does Taylor Swift piss you off?
Oh yeah. And Aaron Rodgers is too old now. He can
Whoa.
throw dimes, but he's not fast anymore. He can't.
Front of the show.
Dude, I know, but like he can throw dimes, but the Steelers lost first round of the playoffs.
Dude, keep Rogers' name out your mouth.
Dude,
He's a good guy.
he can't sit through the pockets. He's like 50.
He's 42. Leave him alone.
Dude, basically 50.
Unreal.
Aaron Rodgers is a friend of the show. Can't
Thank
talk
you.
about him like that.
I know.
Who are your favorite recurring guests on the McAfee Show?
Well, I mean, I love AJ Hawk, but there's always this guy laughing in the back. I forgot his name.
Well, of all the boys on the show, who is your favorite one? And Dan, you can answer this question as well.
Dude, AJ Hawk. I love him. He's my favorite.
Why AJ Hawk?
Dude, he's just the best, and he was such a good NFL player.
If you were at Radio Row like me, and you got to the front of the line, you can ask Pat McAfee one question. Or if Pat brings you onto the show and lets you ask a question, what would you ask Pat McAfee, Owen?
What inspired him to like started playing football, and like why a kicker at all positions?
And if you had to ask him a funny question, what would it be?
Now, why wouldn't he? If he could hit like that, why can't he just play fucking lineman at that point?
Oh my God, Owen. That's amazing. And if you had to think of your best Pat McAfee moment besides your phone call, what would that be? And that includes stuff from College Game Day.
Dude, when at like a college and he was doing the free kicks, this guy kicked it all the way to the side. He laughed at him and said that he sucked at kicking.
Owen, do you think you can do the field goal challenge if Pat set it up for you?
No,
Do you play football as well or no?
I used to, but I can't anymore.
Got it. Well, the people are asking what sports you played.
I played baseball, soccer, and
Jiu-jitsu.
I do jiu-jitsu on the side. I'm happy to do wrestling for high school. And yeah, that's just
You think you can beat up Pat McAfee? Or do you think you think you beat up Boston Connor?
Oh yeah. 1,000,000%.
Dude, Owen, if Owen sinks that choke in, he's fucked.
Yeah. I'm murdering him with a rear naked choke.
Owen, if you can say one more thing or ask a question to Boston Connor, what would it be?
Why the hell he gotta hate on Connecticut so much?
Dan, there's gotta be a line that he said that really pissed you off. What was it?
It's a weird deal too, because like listening to the show for so long, you catch like little bits too, like finding out he went to school in Stanford, I think, or whatever. So like he was in Connecticut a lot, and like every time they talk about it, he's just like, that place stinks, yada yada yada. Like he's always shitting on it, and Boston's no better. Boston stinks.
You're striking the right chords right now. Boston sucks. And
Yeah.
there was nothing more fun than watching them get beat up the other night during the Super Bowl.
It was such an enjoyable game. I don't know what people are talking about. I had a great time.
Mm-hmm. And Stephon Diggs had that same
He's crying again.
look on his face.
So sad
At the field thing.
with the confetti. Yeah.
Same look on his face as he was in the Buffalo Bills.
Owen, what are your thoughts on Stephon Diggs and Cardi B's relationship?
Dude, it's hilarious. They were doing the same shit before when he was on the Buffalo Bills. I'm surprised they're still together. Usually those relationships end after a little while.
Dude, and also want to thank the Patriots for taking over the most Super Bowl losses from the Broncos. Appreciate that shit.
Just because Bo Nix is out, they broke the record for them losing all the playoff games in Denver.
Yeah. The Patriots were like 0-4 in Denver in the playoffs.
And where'd your Broncos fandom come from?
So when I was 7, that was when John Elway won the first Super Bowl in '97. And then he did the same shit the next year. And I was like, this is great. This is my team. And then they sucked. And kind of just wrote it out from there.
if you had to do an NFL show, who would you want your co-host to be?
Bo Nix and Cortland Sutton.
Why don't you do a show with your dad?
Dude, him too. He high-fived Bo Nix. He always says he's like best friend.
Dude, me and Bo Nix slapped hands at the Vegas game. Dude, Bo Nix is the best because they won, and then he does this every time. He waited, he did his interviews, and then he goes on the sideline and slaps hands to all the Broncos fans. It was the best. I was hammered.
Owen, you have your first beer yet?
Yeah, no.
You should wait to have your first one with Pat. Maybe he'll give you one.
Dude, the whole
Dude, he inhaled beers.
Oh my God, this is amazing, guys. Thank you so much for doing this with me.
No problem.
Owen, to close off, what message do you have to the other 8.5-year-olds in the world that you want to inspire?
don't be afraid to say shit that you want to say, and follow your dreams, I guess.
Owen, what could we expect from you for people following your journey? What's next for Owen?
I want to be a wrestling athlete for Iowa. If that doesn't work out, hopefully a broadcaster.
Owen will be following your journey. Dan, thank you for bringing Owen to the top. This is awesome.
No
You guys
problem.
make an amazing duo. Hopefully, you guys can get your first podcast soon. We'd love to see it. I'm sure you guys would have an amazing fan base. And Owen, the people love you. Read through those comments on Instagram and TikTok. You have a huge fan base. If you started your first episode and started posting videos, you'd be viral very, very quickly, and it would be a fast track to going viral and becoming the next big guy in sports media. So if I had to give you one piece of advice as someone who started creating content when I was 8.5 years old, which is 100% true, you can look it up, I would start creating right now. And you have a lot of fans that are waiting to hear what you have to say.
Thank you. We'll definitely take it in a thought. I want to do it, but if he's want to do it, I'll do it.
Yeah, thanks for the advice, man.
Absolutely. And if you can give one more message to Pat to sell him to get you on the show, what would you say if Pat's listening right now?
That I would be the best co-host ever, and I should be on the show. And that we should definitely have a full episode on the Broncos. Full episode.
What else would you want to talk about besides the Broncos?
How bad the Patriots are.
It's a great way to end it. Awesome. Owen, you are the man. You're incredible. Dan, you're also the man. You're incredible. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, guys. I'm ready to share this with the world. Hopefully, this is the start of your viral journey or the second leg of it. Well, hopefully that happens. Thanks, guys.